Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new round of the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship Season 1, Round 4, Tier 1, 2026. I am your commentator, Slingshot Sherberg, for this race, as we are at the American track Watkins Glen International in the mighty Group 3 machines for this race. Um, yeah, I think this is going to be a very good and exciting race. Definitely a very difficult one with the chicane we see in the picture. Um, I know a couple of people do have struggles with the chicane, including Mr. Kimaru for Tier 2. Yeah, without me rambling too much in the intro, let's get down to the grid and see where everyone qualified for today's race. All right, here we are at the grid. So let's see where everyone qualified and get this race going. P1, we have Flapjack himself in the mighty M6. We have G Rabbit there in second place, with Funniest Cowboy in third. We have Cartman in fourth. We have Kojin in fifth. Lysenko, Zulu Outcast, but I'm gonna refer to him as Lysenko. Vox Bacchus there in seventh. We have GTO in eighth. We have Vatanen in ninth, Gadget in 10th, and we have Mickey there in 11th, and Vlave finishing off the field in 12th. So almost a very full grid in Tier 1. I think there's like 14 drivers total in Tier 1. So it's going to be interesting to see how this race goes. If it's going to be a lot of chaos at the very beginning, or if it's going to be very smooth. Let's get down to the lights and see these guys off. All right, here we are, ready for the 5 lights to go dark. And we have a start for round 4 as we see, ooh, a little slidey moment for G Rabbit out of the starting grid there, but keeps second. As we see, very clean start from pretty much everyone. Yeah, very good clean start for everyone. Yeah, we're gonna keep on with Flappy for lap 1 at least. Yeah, very good clean start for everyone. Usually there's a little bit of chaos. Oh, a little wide there for Flappy out of the bus stop. But looking like he's got himself a little bit of a gap already to G Rabbit. As we see, Funniest Cowboy right behind them. We have Kojin. Cartman has dropped down to P6. But knowing how strong Cartman is, he should be able to gain a few positions back. But yeah, very good clean start so far for everyone. No major incidents. We do have a gap forming now between a few cars in the back. But otherwise, clean. Yeah. No penalty for G Rabbit for the previous race where he bumped Funniest Cowboy, but they cleared that up by yeah, letting Cowboy through again at the very end, taking the win. So no steward's inquiry needed for the previous race between the two Finns. But yeah, good clean racing so far. As we see Lysenko. We have GTO there with Vatanen. Gadget in front of Vatanen. Mickey has been struggling a little bit with the new Ferrari, but maybe he'll find his groove in the race. As we see Vlave there with a half-second penalty, so it probably crossed over the bus stop a little too much. Flappy then, yeah, getting a little bit of gap down to the Aston already. Beamer seems to be very strong versus the mighty V12 engine from the Aston Martin. As we see Kojin in the 4C, also a very good handling car. Maybe not the fastest in the straight, but definitely a very fast car in the turns. As we see Cartman in the mighty new Ferrari. I do love this Ferrari. I will have to say, Ferrari fans are probably gonna be super pissed for me saying this, but I am not a big Ferrari fan. I hate Ferrari. But there are 3 cars I now love. It used to be 2. I used to have the F40 and the F50 as my favorites, and the 296 is definitely growing on me. As we see Vox Bacchus there, struggling a little bit, I think, against Lysenko. Lysenko trying to get P6. As we see, I have GTO in P8. We have Gadget there in P9 so far. And Mickey in 10. We have Vatanen. He has had some issues. Dropped down all the way to P11 at this point. So going back to the Finns, chasing down Flappy, the current reigning champion in Tier 1. Yeah, big gap now forming after just 3 laps. And we do see Kojin under a little bit of attack from Cartman now, his teammate. They're going very wide out of turn 1, but it seems to be within track limits, so they don't get any penalties from that. As we see, the Ferrari is closing in. Will Cartman get himself in front of Kojin, or no? Cartman stays behind. As we see Flappy's teammate Bacchus staying in front of Lysenko. We have GTO doing well in 8th so far. Very difficult race for the Motion Blur team. A lot of fast drivers in Tier 1. But yeah, very good clean race so far. Usually we have 1 or 2 incidents in the start, but yeah, this has been very clean. Good, nice little gaps now between the guys. Not a lot of action. Will Cartman be able to beat his teammate here? And yeah, the cameras are a little wonky, but Cartman gets himself up into P4 where he qualified. So back up into P4 for Cartman. The 296 is very untested so far. We do have a couple of people in Tier 1. We do have a few in Tier 2 with the 296. It is a very good looking Ferrari. Like I said, not the biggest Ferrari fan, but this thing definitely looks good, drives good. Could use a little bit more speed, but other than that, a very good Ferrari indeed. Flappy then, still in P1, being very unchallenged here in the starting moments of the race. Keeping a good gap down to G-Rabbit. Little gap forming between Rabbit and Cowboy. Had the pleasure of chatting with Cowboy the other day, and yeah, a funny dude. As we see Cartman probably getting used to the Ferrari. Very new, very untested in the ADEC format. As we see Lysenko dropping off a little bit to Bacchus. We have GTO there. We have Gadget with a second penalty, so he's been way off in the bus stop. That's gonna hurt him a little bit in the long run. Making it easy for Mickey to take 9th. Gonna be interesting to see how the Audi stacks up to the new Ferrari. We do see Mickey tearing out his left front a little bit more than Gadget. We know Gadget is an excellent tire conserver. So yeah, this could be interesting to see. Vlave then not having the best of races this week by the looks of it. Looks usually is among the top 5 and struggling a little bit in today's race. Vatanen dropped off significantly. He might have been into... No, I don't think he's been into the... Yeah, he has been into the pit, so he must have had damage somewhere and been into the wall. Very easy to do in Tier 1. Like I say in every other video for Tier 1, Tier 1 does use the heavy damage system, which means you do have to go into the pits and get that fixed. Versus Tier 2 that fixes itself in like 30 seconds. So. Flappy not getting too much away from G-Rabbit. Rabbit has a little bit better tire wear. which is kind of unusual in that heavy V12 engine in front of G-Rabbit. Looks like he's even closing in on Flappy at the moment. Looks like he's dropped off a little bit now. I think the Beamer might be a little bit stronger on the straights than the Aston. As we see, there's a little bit of a gap now between Kojin and Cartman. Bakos staying close enough to Kojin so that Kojin can't really relax. Lysenko in the Porsche. The new Porsche is sadly not in this championship right now because, well, it came out in the progress of Tier 1 going on, or Season 1 going on, and no new racers have come in to choose the new Porsche. So we still have the old one to contend with. Still a very good looking machine. GTO still in 8th. Looks like his rear left is wearing a little bit, so that could be something to pay attention to. I think most will do a potential 2-stopper in this one. Lap 11, lap 12 is when we should see some pitters. And 22, 23, maybe 24 could be the next and final stop for most of the grid. As we see, Gadget is closing in a tiny bit on Mickey. Will it be an overtake soon from Gadget on Mickey? Or will Gadget just stay behind and save some tires? Still can't fathom how it must feel like to be in the motion rig. I know Gadget is using that and VR, so that's going to be an awesome experience, I think. Would love to use that myself. Very expensive though. At least the motion rig. The VR is good enough. I wish I could use that, but get serious headaches from it. And feels of claustrophobia. As we see, Vatanen is really struggling in this one. Just stick in there, hope to grab some points in this one, Vatanen. That's the only thing you can do right now. As we see, Flappy's tires are starting to wear quite a bit. Yeah, there's a little bit more on G-Rabbit. But definitely Flappy's car is munching those front tires. It is a very heavy, big boat, that Beamer. Kind of like the Bentleys of Gran Turismo. But then again, the Beamer is an extremely fast car, so... a very good car to drive, for sure, as we see, yeah, G-Rabbit is definitely closing in. Will they go in at the end of this lap or at the end of lap 11? Ooh, we do see Flappy now struggling a little bit, just a little bit of tail slide there. The pit entry is also quite nasty on Watkins, as we see them going for another lap. One of those pit entries that I really think should be getting a rethink by the track designer. As we see, Bacchus is the first to throw in the towel and go into the pits. I think he's got a new set of mediums on. We're gonna just quickly look at Bacchus as he goes out. Yeah, it looks like a new set of medium. So we're gonna pay attention now to Rabbit and Flappy. See who will draw the longest straw in this one. Stay out. Maybe go for the undercut or whatever they call it. Overcut, undercut. But G-Rabbit is definitely closing in on Flappy now. Flappy definitely struggling a little bit more with the grip. Can't do the corners as tight. And Flappy goes in. So that promotes G-Rabbit now to P1, as we see Cartman and Kojin both going into the pits as well. I think potentially Kojin could have stayed out for a few more laps, to be honest with you. The 4C doesn't wear the tires too much. As we see Flappy out on a fresh set of mediums. We have Cartman, I think, with the fresh set of mediums now. Yes, sir. We have Kojin with a fresh set on mediums, and GTO also going into the pits now. Coming out of the pits. Let's hope they went in. Yeah. Oh, and Gadget has made a boo-boo going into the pits. He's gotten himself slapped with a 3-second penalty. Herbert the pervert is gonna slap him right on his private parts. I'm gonna slap you right in your penis. I'm sorry, that's the best Herbert the pervert I could do without whistling. Yeah, Mickey then in 10th. He's gonna definitely get 9th from Gadget's little pit entry mistake. That is not a usual thing to see from Gadget, to make a mistake like that. But it does happen. Anything happens in racing, and always expect the unexpected. As we see now Gadget serving his penalty. It's gonna lose him 2 or 3, maybe 5 seconds, 5-6 seconds now to Mickey. At least 2. Yeah, 2 seconds I think he's lost to Mickey. From that to, yeah, potentially 2 seconds there. As we see Lysenko coming out of the pits now on lap 13, and a fresh set of mediums. Let's take a look with G-Rabbit. G-Rabbit has gone out on a fresh set of mediums as well. and mediums for Funniest Cowboy. Cartman then has made a good sort of undercut now. He's right up in the back alley and gearbox of Funniest Cowboy. So Cowboy definitely has to pay attention now and not stay on the back foot. He has to dig down deep and keep that mighty fast Ukrainian boy behind him. Let's hope Cuddly Teddy Bear from Russia stays the hell away from Ukraine and doesn't give the Ukrainian boys any power outages. So, Cuddly Teddy Bear, you can kindly F off. And let the Ukraine boys race. So we see Kojin there in P5, just in front of Bakus, so Bakus might be able to apply some pressure and get close to Kojin. But then again, it's not easy when the 4C is quite skilled and adept to taking the turns at a faster pace. Cowboy then is doing a good job of staying ahead of Cartman for the moment. Just watch out, Cowboy. Don't piss Cartman off, otherwise he might grind your parents up into a chili. We've seen it before, and I think it's best not to piss Cartman off ever again after that. G-Rabbit has lost a little bit of a gap up to Flappy. As we see Lysenko by his lonesome, we have GTO by his lonesome, GTA. Mickey still a second or two in front of Gadget at this point. Vatanen there has closed in a little bit to the grid, but yeah, he's still struggling a little bit in this one. I do think we have lost a driver. Not sure who. Let's take a look if I can find my. And not. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I think we've lost Vlave to technical issues in this one. Yeah, Vlave has had to retire the car due to technical issues. Do see a little overcast on Watkins Glen at the moment, but as we know in GT7, it cannot rain in American tracks for some reason. So at least we're not gonna have the pressure of a wet track. Bakus still a distance behind Kojin. Cartman has dropped off a little bit to Cowboy. Still doing what he can in that Ferrari. Probably gonna take a little bit of time to figure out the strengths and weaknesses of the 296. But I do love the design of that 296. It is a very good looking car, I'll give it that. change between Flappy and G-Rabbit. Flappy has gotten himself a good gap down to G-Rabbit at this point. We do see the Beamer munching the tires a little bit more than the Aston. Beamer being a little bit heavy, but it could also come down to the driving style of the drivers, the racers on track. Yeah, so no real big change in Tier 1 for the moment. Very long, big gaps between the drivers. But overall, very clean, which is something we like to see. They are extremely professional in Tier 1. Then again, mistakes do happen, and there's nothing much to be done with that. It is racing. Always expect the unexpected. But yeah, so far, very clean. Maybe a tad boring for the viewers, but the drivers are definitely doing their finest to get good clean lines, good lap times, and trying to get the most points as possible. G-Rabbit also with the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:45.0. So a very good job there from G-Rabbit indeed. I'm guessing towards the end of the race we'll see a few trying to snag the fastest lap. Vatanen has been into the wall somewhere, and he has some damage on his right front and splitter. He's probably going to try and stay out for as long as he can manage before he dives into the pits and gets that fixed. Yeah, Vatanen really struggling tonight. Probably not very happy with Watkins Glen. It is a difficult track. It doesn't look very difficult, but yeah, it is indeed a very difficult track. You got to keep your tongue straight in your mouth for this one. The slightest mistake and the walls are very close. There's not a lot of runoff spots on Watkins, except for the start-finish line here, turn 1. And the bust-up chicane, and there's very little into the walls. As we do see, G-Rabbit is starting to close in a little bit on Flappy at this point. Alright, coming back on lap 22, we have about 20 minutes remaining of the race. We have GTO there in 7th. Mickey in 8th, we have Lysenko in 9th there, we have Gadget in 10th, Vatanen still cruising in 11th. Very difficult race for our Finn here. G-Rabbit then in P1 with their second stop coming up. We have Funniest Cowboy still to pit, and Flappy must have words with his pit crew. This is kind of this is the third week in a row, I think, where I say that Flappy is going to beat his pit crew, like I've said with Topo and Rex's pit crews, where yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of fisticuffs between the pit crew and the driver, and lots of ice cream later for them to put on their eyes. Yeah, I think Flappy made a little boo-boo here by putting softs on. It's definitely going to cripple his positioning on track. Definitely has to go in one more time. Those soft tires are not gonna hold till the end. Cartman then on a new set of mediums. This should, I think, last him until the end of the race, unless he goes for a quick soft stint near the end. Kojin in P5, as we see the two Finns now going into the pits with a new set of medium tires, and I think they're probably wiping their hands now and just saying, haha, we got the champion at our fingertips, and now we're gonna kick ass. As we see Flappy in front, yeah, Flappy's probably kicking himself and gonna kick his crew chief in the nutsack. That's for damn sure. There's gonna be sore sacks and everything else in Flappy's crew. Yeah, the pit boys are probably not gonna. I think they should run when Flappy gets in after the race, and they should run away so that Flappy can't catch them and punch them in the face. So yeah, that this could be a master strategy, but yeah, the soft tires will definitely kill themselves in a few laps now. So I think Flappy's very angry under that helmet. He's got the fastest sector. Let's see if he can snag the fastest lap while he's at it. Fastest sector again. Will it be the fastest lap for the champion? A 1:44.7. So yeah, Flappy's just at least showing who's boss in the lap times for now, but yeah, the soft tires are definitely going to crucify him now with 9 laps remaining. I don't think Flappy's going to be able to survive that. G-Rabbit is closing in. He's going to close in even more once Flappy's tires start to die out. Cartman in third, and we have Cowboy down in fourth. So yeah, Cartman's done well so far to get himself up into P3 with the best first sector going into the bus stop chicane. Will it be more fast sectors for Cartman? We just gotta have a look on board with Cartman. Not an improvement in Sector 2. Will he be able to improve in Sector 3, or is it too far? No, he's behind. Kojin then in 5th. Just been doing his own race tonight. This track is technically not suited for the 4C. It does go through the fast turns quite well, but the small amount of straights is really punishing for this thing. Bacchus still in P6, trying to get closer to Kojin and make a dent in the points, but yeah, I think Bacchus is just gonna try and survive the last 15 minutes into the finish. Lysenko been very alone in today's race. Not a lot of excitement, I think, for Lysenko, but 7th will still bring home the points. So just keep on going, Lysenko. GTO then, yeah, the TMB boys have struggled in Watkins. We usually do see them a little bit higher, but it's been a tough one for the TMB boys today. Team Motion Blur usually stays up in the between P4 to 6 areas. Sometimes even higher. So yeah, it's been a difficult track for Team Motion Blur in Watkins. GTO doing very well though in P8, the best he can do for the team. Mickey then doing well in 9th so far. Like I said, has had a little bit of struggles over the testing before the race. Maybe not gotten accustomed or used to the Ferrari quite well just yet, but it will come. It will take some time to get used to this new Italian lady. But I think Mickey will manage to find something to definitely kick ass about in this mighty Italian stallion. Gadget in 10th in the Audi R8, and just doing whatever he can to snag some points. Yeah, been difficult for TMB tonight, but yeah, that's how it goes in racing. Some tracks are better for some teams and some tracks and cars, but the others are just worse. We see that in Formula 1 as well. Vatanen just want to get some points out of this one and probably write this race off. Let's hope for a better performance in Spa, which is our last Group 3 race and the finale for Season 1. Flappy then, yeah, definitely made the wrong choice. His pit crew definitely gonna receive a massive beating from Flappy after this one. And then probably buy them lots of ice cream and whiskey afterwards. If that's an Irish thing. Yeah, no. That's probably what he's saying. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Clarkson's Farm, and Lisa is pretty... yeah, Clarkson's girlfriend is pretty... yeah, she's pretty lax. But yeah, this is a blooper for Flappy's team. They made a serious Ferrari error with the pit strategy for this one. Flappy's tires are damn near dead at the moment, as we see G-Rabbit is closing in, and yeah, it's gonna be dangerous for Flappy now. I think Flappy might lose 3 positions going into the pits, as we see Flappy is now going into the pits. If he's smart now, he's gonna go out on another set of soft and just push them to the very end. But yeah, this is a big blooper for Flappy's team, as we do see Cowboy closing in on Cartman at the moment. And Cowboy does have better tires than Cartman. Cartman has been out for a little bit longer than Cowboy. As you see, Cowboy is closing in. He's going to try and make a move up to the bus stop chicane, or even at the little straight here, going up into the bus stop chicane. But Cartman closing off the inside and going back to take the normal line into the bus stop. But definitely feeling the pressure from Funniest Cowboy at the moment. Going into the right hander now. Up to the penalty box area. Into the left hander. Yeah, you see Cowboy now has control over this. It's not going to be long now. As we go on board with Cowboy, see if you can get a move on Cartman. I think he's too far away to do anything right now. Yeah, he's definitely too far away. He's going to try and do it on start-finish straight, or going up to the bus stop chicane again. Or maybe even here on the outside. It's going to be tight because Cartman is closing the door, pushing Cowboy a little bit out there on the gravel. Yeah, I think Cartman is feeling the pressure right now, and I think the move is going to be done on the start-finish straight, or even up to the bus stop chicane again. Maybe even through turn 1. We gotta put this in the track cameras. As we do see Cowboy. Oh, he's dropped off a little bit again. Cartman is defending his position for his life right now. I think the Aston does have a little bit more grunt down the little straight. He's too far behind Cartman now to make a move. Cartman definitely doing his best now to stay in P2. Just quick look with Flappy. He's gone for a new set of soft right in front of Kojin. So that should last him to the end. 4 laps remaining. As we see Cowboy is trying to get the move done on Cartman. Will he be able to do it before the very end? 4 laps remaining for the racers right now. The fuel light has come on for Cartman. Let's hope he has enough fuel in the tank for this battling. But will Cowboy be able to get up into P4? As we do see Cowboy is showing himself in the rear views of Cartman at the moment. He's still showing him that I'm still here. He wants to definitely get past. So no mistakes from Cartman now. It's going to be a mighty battle to the finish for these two. Lots of points on the table, as we see. Yeah, Flappy still has the fastest lap of the race. Might even be the faster lap now, 144.5. So I think actually Flappy has, yeah, he's just set the fastest lap of the race with a 144.5. So we're still gonna stay with Cartman and Cowboy. Will Cowboy make a move into the bus stop chicane? Cartman is defending it into the bus stop chicane, and Cowboy has to call it quits into the bus stop chicane. It's not very wise to go too wide into that turn. But Cartman definitely feeling the pressure now. I think he does have the fuel to run full speed to the very end, but his tires are so worn. Just look at Cowboy's tires in comparison. Yeah, Cartman is really under pressure now. Usually it's him giving the pressure, and usually it's him staying in front of everyone. And yeah, he's got a lot of competition from the Finnish boys, and we know the Finns, they are fast. They are extremely fast. We see that in racing all the time, and yeah, it's no different in a sim racer as GT7. Cartman just trying to find every ounce of skill and concentration to stay in front of Funniest Cowboy's mighty V12 engine. And yeah, that Aston is really menacing from the rear of Cartman's car, that is for sure. As we go on the rear view camera from oh, as we see a little mistake there from Cowboy going out of turn 1. But could he get enough speed now to make a move into the bus stop? Cartman defending again, holding his line. We see Cowboy trying to go on the outside. Just, yeah, there's not enough room. Cartman has everything covered and just doing everything in his power now just to stay in P2 and salvage P2. Cartman has done very well from dropping out to P6 and coming back up to P2. And let's just take a look at Flappy. Yeah, he's too far behind to even catch up to these two fighting. Definitely the most interesting fight at the moment. I don't think anyone else is doing too much on track right now, so we're going to stick with Cartman and Cowboy as we see Cartman going very defensive, but losing a little bit there into the turn. Opening the door for Cowboy quite a bit. Holding a tight line. Oh, just defending into the penultimate corner here. Oh, Cartman's tires are really... They've really been hammered now. And yeah, Cowboy's tires are better at the back than Cartman's. But yeah, this is a hell of a job of defending Cartman. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen Cartman this much under pressure before in ADEC. Yeah, he definitely has to work for this one. I hope you're all as excited as I am right now to see who is going to be the victor of P2. But yeah, Cowboy is definitely pushing as much as he can. He has nothing to lose. 2 laps remaining, well, 1.5 at this point. Cowboy is a little bit further behind now through the bus stop, but will he have enough left in the tank, his focus tank, to be able to make any move on Cartman, or has he thrown in the towel and just wants to salvage P3? I'm just going to quickly look down the field as we see Bacchus there with a half-second penalty. Lysenko, Malvo, Mickey, big gaps between everyone. So yeah, we're just took a quick look down the field. Big gaps between everyone, not enough for anyone to fight there. As we do see Cartman is really under pressure now with Cowboy just right up his back alley in his gearbox. This is going to be it. We're going out to the final lap right now. Will Cowboy be able to do anything about Cartman in the last lap of round 4? This is all or nothing now, Cowboy. All or nothing. Will you be able to get up into P2, or will this be Cartman's victory on track in P2? We do see Cowboy closing in again. We do see Cartman closing the inside line into the bus stop chicane, going back into the ideal racing line and getting the best entry into the bus stop. And yes, still staying in front, but we just have a few more corners to go now before the checkered flag. Will Cartman be able to defend against Cowboy? Cowboy has really put them under pressure for the last 6-7 laps. Just one mistake from Cartman and Cowboy's going to scream himself into, or cheer himself into P2. And Cartman's going to scream himself all the way to the pit lane for his frustration of losing P2. But will this be it? We have a couple of corners to go, 3 corners to go. 2 corners to go now. Will Cowboy be able to do anything on the start fence? Oh, as we see a little slide there from Cowboy. I don't think Cowboy's going to be able to do this. Cartman is doing everything he can now. I don't think he's been under pressure like this before. He's defending, and I think Cartman has got this one. Oh my goodness, that was an amazing finish to round 4. Well done for Cartman and Cowboy. Well done, and congratulations to Rabbit. Flappy is going to punch his pit crew in the face. Very well done from Kojin. Bacchus done everything he can in P6. We have Lysenko there in 7th. We have GTO in 8th. We have Mickey there in 9th and Gadget in 10th. He did what he could with today's machinery and track, and unfortunate for Gadget that he's this far behind, but that is how it goes sometimes for racing. Sometimes you see track favorites being a little bit further down the field than they should be, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, a very exciting finish to the race. Indeed, I can feel my throat itching up right now because yeah, it's been a lot of yeah, action in the last few laps. So very well done to everyone today. Very good, clean racing to everyone, and yeah. And yeah, that was round 4 for Tier 1. Um, Very exciting finish to the race between Cartman and Funniest Cowboy. G Rabbit managing to snag the win in this one. And I'm pretty sure Flappy's giving everyone some ice cream for their eyes right now. And some alcohol to lift their spirits after probably the massive beating that the crew chief and the pit crew did against Flappy in this one. um, yeah, a very good race, very good, clean racing from everyone, and yeah, surprisingly little incidents um, and collisions from anyone in today's race. It was very fun to watch. Maybe a little bit boring, if I'm going to be honest, in the beginning. Just gaps forming and not a lot of action, but definitely the battle for P2 is my biggest highlight for this race. So yeah, very good, clean racing, and in a couple of days' time, we'll see the Tier 2 boys do their race, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be just as exciting as Tier 1. I have been Slingshot Cherberg. I hope you enjoyed round 4 of the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship, ADEC for short. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, a nice evening, a nice weekend, nice week, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.